All right, welcome to the Thursday Lunch and Learn. This is the Shibboleth Lifestyle. I'm Travis Martin. I've lost over 100 pounds on the program and come off all prescription medications. The program's changed my life. I hope it's changing yours. I know it's changed tens of thousands of lives. And for that, we bow our unworthy head and give Jesus the praise for it all. So we're here today to answer questions, to help those that have a wanting and willing heart. You want to get on the wellness journey. You want to give your eating habits and every other aspect of your life to the Lord. We're here for you. We're friends helping friends, moving down that narrow path that is that wellness path. So broad is the way that leads to destruction. It seems a lot of people are on that broad way, and they're going down because of their eating behaviors, which really is just rooted from not a good relationship with themselves or with food. And we want to remedy that. There's hope, and we want to offer that hope here today. Hey, Angela, got one of our stalwarts here. Angela, she's done so good, helped so many. Hey, Chastity, got Chastity on Facebook. Polly, good to have you all. Hey, Nikki, I certainly hope that we have enough participation to do that in March. That would be nice to see this continue through the year. We are starting our master class in February the 1st. I think we've got about 40 people enrolled, so that's exciting. Got a lot of folks doing really well with the 21 challenge. There's so much here on Planet Shibboleth based upon one's personality. Some folks like weight loss challenges, others don't, but we do it all. We offer it all. We've literally left no stone unturned when it comes to trying to find solutions that crack the code to adult and childhood obesity and help us live a well life. So we appreciate people seeing that and being a part of this great mission. Pam Price says, too windy and cold for me to walk yesterday. Still got that old COVID. Hate to hear that, sis. Appreciate your warrior spirit. You definitely have the spirit of a warrior, and we appreciate you and the others that have been walking with us in the walking challenge each week. Hey, Vicki, just got your cleanse kit, getting ready to do the cleanse. Good job. Remember, that meal plan is just as important as the cleanse kit supplements. We want to have those two working in sync together. We can do anything for 10 days. 10 days is just a little bit of time. And if we'll just do our best with that cleanse and the meal plan for 10 days, we can really get some momentum. Hey, Karen. All right, good to have everybody. Before we get into Q&A, I hope you'll go on and start posting your questions. This is a great opportunity for myself to answer your questions, to help you personalize your approach to Shibboleth. As we have mentioned in times past, we try to serve a lot of people and help a lot of people. And sometimes I can't get back to every single question because a lot of those questions I get in my inbox requires a long answer. But keep in mind, for those of you that prefer one-on-one support, you're not really into the group support, then please schedule an appointment with one of our great mentors, and they'll be happy to help you. If you're wanting me to answer your question, this is a great format to do that. I go live multiple times a week, answer questions, and it doesn't just benefit the person asking the question, it benefits everyone. So it's a good time to ask those questions. My little monologue for the day. I want to ask you some questions to make you think. You know, the Bible says the well is deep, you've got nothing to draw with. And we really want to touch your spirit right now so that you have something to draw with. I hear from folks all the time whereby they're struggling to lose weight. They're struggling getting motivated. And I think a lot of that has to do with they haven't become the hero or realized they are the hero of their own story. See, you are the hero of your own story. We watch Rocky. Well, Rocky Balboa is the hero, and he falls. It's not a good story. It's not a good drama if the hero never falls. Someone told me just this week that they're afraid of failure, that every time they get started, they have some success, and then they relapse and fall, and they just feel like a failure. Well, you're only a failure if you fall and quit. You never get back up. See, Rocky's a hero because Rocky falls and then gets back up, and he persists, and he becomes the hero of his story. The same thing with every great drama you have ever watched. If you're talking about Star Wars, did Luke Skywalker fall? Yes. You're talking about any heroic story, the Lord of Rings, the Harry Potter, you name it. There's a hero. It's about a hero, and it's only an interesting story if the hero falls and gets back up. I see too many people afraid of failure, and that means what you're afraid of is that you'll get started and you'll quit. None of you are a quitter. You're not a quitter. What I see people do, because they're the hero of their own story, is they do eventually get back up. So really all you've got to do, I mean, I've had people even last year, I guarantee you, they quit at some point last year and gained all their weight back, and they thought they were done forever, but there was some gnawing inside of their self, the gnawing, their ego gnawing at them and saying, you know, we can't live like this. Let's go at it again. The problem was it took them so long to get back started. That's what I love about Shibboleth, because I can have perfect days and I have holidays, and a holiday doesn't mean that I've quit. It means that I need a little grace and I'm going to get back up tomorrow. I am the hero of my own story. You are the hero of your own story. It's about high time that you start acting like it. You're the hero. You are. Every one of us is living a dream right now. I mean, we could even make a case that nothing we see is really even real. If you start weighing the short time that you're here in your story on this earth, this is a story you're going through. I happen to be an avatar in your story. I'm not the hero of your story. If I'm the hero of your story, it's not going to be a good story to watch. It's not going to be a good story to live through. You're the hero of the story. I'm just an avatar. I'm like Mickey and Rocky, you know, what are we waiting for, Rock? You know, I'm just an avatar trying to stir up your pure mind and get you to realize you're the real hero. If we start weighing the years that we're here on this earth, if we start weighing that against eternity, can you even say that this life is a vapor? No, this is just a little movie you're in. You have to decide what kind of story, what kind of dream you're going to live out and live through while you're here on the earth. So some of you who you've not made yourself the hero of your own story, maybe today that's some meditation you have to do, some soul searching you have to do, and you have to rightly label yourself the hero of the story. What kind of hero's journey are you going to have? Let me close with this. Who's the greatest hero? Who's my hero? Jesus. If we look at Jesus' story, Jesus, oh my goodness, look at what Jesus went through. He was mocked. He was ridiculed. He was told he would never be nothing. His own family's like, he's just, this is just a carpenter's son. He's nothing. He was the hero of the story. And what happened? They killed him. And then they buried him. And then what happened, everybody? God resurrected him. So is this the day? Is this the day of your resurrection? It will be if you decide you're the hero of your own story. All right, I'll get in there and I'll answer some questions now. So let's see what we've got. Patricia, can I have the crisp bread with lean ham and cheese on the detox instead of the fiber crackers? Yes, that would be basically the same thing, if not a little better. So great question, and now you have your answer. That's a great combination for the detox. Good job. Diane, how many Spark can we drink in a day? I love this energy and mental focus. I can tell you what I do, but what's right for me may not be right for one listening based upon their medical history. You'll need to check with your doctor. I recommend 1 a day. Now, what do? I have up to 3 a day. Okay, that's me. I'm not saying everybody should do that because I don't know everybody's heart health history, but there's a little caffeine in there, no more than a cup of coffee. Everything else in there is good ingredients. Amino acids helps with mental focus and clarity. And I have up to 3 a day. Most days I'll have 3. Hey, Marla, I can't say that I've quit. I live more of a maintenance life and not a weight loss mode life, which isn't terrible because I'm not gaining, but I haven't reached my goal. Does that make sense? It does make sense. And I like that because what happens is, Marla, we all, over the course of a year, okay, let's take 12 months. Over the course of that part of our story, over that part of our journey, in 12 months, there's only going to be maybe 20% of that time where we're highly motivated about our weight loss and wellness goals. When that feeling comes, see this? Feeling the healing. Everybody, this is our Saturday. Is this Saturday shirt? I think this is Saturday shirt. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sundays. I had to go look. 4 perfect Saturday or Sundays unlocks the shirt. Feeling the healing. So only about 20%, unless you're of another world from a different planet, only about 20% of your year are you going to be highly motivated to work hard towards your weight loss and wellness goals. So what happens to most people is they hit those times where something triggers them to really accelerate their progress, right? They really restrict themselves and they're doing great. But then when they lose the feeling, they totally do a 180 on themselves. And they just start overindulging constantly, throwing all caution to the wind, eating everything in sight 80% of the time. So therefore, they're in misery. They're losing a little and then gaining even more because 80% of their year, they're just not motivated. What you're doing is awesome. You've said, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not throwing caution to the wind anymore. I'm not eating all year unawarely. Most of the time, I'm doing a maintenance kind of thing. For me, that looks like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm having really restrictive, perfect days, and then I take off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not making much progress, but I'm not giving up any ground. That is the key to long-term success. I would say that's been most of my journey, is that 20% of my time, I'm highly motivated and I'm working on my physique goals or my health goals. The other 80% of the time, instead of just throwing my hands up there and saying, forget it, I'm holding the line. I'm doing more of a maintenance thing. So it's kind of like punting the football. You're not going to give up any yardage. You're going to punt. There are those times in your journey during the year that you need to punt, but you still need to keep your wits about you so that you don't give up progress you've already made. Does that make sense? You're doing great. Diane, I've noticed a difference between the energy of Spark and coffee. I get my house clean with Spark. It's those amino acids. You're getting you're getting better absorption for one thing because you got vitamin C in there. So vitamin C helps us absorb all the other nutrition that's in a particular beverage. So you're getting that absorption. So you're feeling it a little more, and just those amino acids, coffee really can't contend with it. So great job. Yeah, Sasha's on it, y'all. She worked out today, and boy, she's really working hard. See, that's that 20%. She's like highly motivated right now. I hope she's not eyeing another man. Oh, Lord. What is going on? She might be eyeballing some super stud, some 50-year-old Sean Connery. She really liked Sean Connery. But anyway, she's really working hard on her physique. And boy, I'm glad that you noticed her, and I know that'll make her happy because she's working so hard. Anybody else? Hey, Lane got your cleanse kit, started yesterday. Great job. Do your best for 10 days. You'll be so proud of yourself. Vicky got the coffee I recommend. I really like Four Sigmatic coffee. A lot of lion's mane based coffees. Lion's mane's great for the brain. What can I use to thicken up stew and soup? Write these two down. Guar gum and xanthan gum. That's going to be a thickener that's allowed. Guar gum and xanthan gum. What keeps me motivated? There's several things that keep me highly motivated, not a little motivated. I actually do what I try to get other people to do, and that's I spend a lot of time on my why. I have so many vision boards around the house. I can't get it off my mind, you see, because my why has to be greater than temptation. So when people come to the house, they often give me a hard time. I've got a whole wall dedicated to pictures that motivate me. I've got vision books in our guest room. When people come and stay, they'll see this huge book I've showed y'all before, and they'll thumb through it and they'll say, "What are you doing in here? This is weird," because I've got all these pictures that motivate me. I've got painful pictures of what I used to look like. I don't ever want to look that way again. And I've got pictures of how I want my physique to look, and I'm actually starting to look that way from the neck down. And you see all these things I've written out and reasons that I want to do good today. And one of the things that motivates me most recently is the blessings of God. When I, in my intentions, when in my heart and in my mind, I intend on eating right unto God, see, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I can't always say that I believe deeply in the heart, but I do now. I deeply believe in Jesus, and I deeply believe in the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit says, whatsoever I do, whether I eat, whether I drink, do it all unto God. If I draw nigh to God, God will draw nigh to me. And then I see that in indirect ways in my life. And I'm like, you know why God's blessing me? Because I've committed some of the smallest things to God. I am not my own. I am not here to eat and overindulge and ruin my sacred temple. Why would God want to have much to do with me if I'm ruining God's sacred temple? So it's just talking to myself right all the time. I'm not listening to the world as much as I used to. So it's just my way of staying motivated. I just can't get many people to exercise it. They say, I don't have time. Well, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for folks that don't make the time to sharpen the axe daily? I have to sharpen the axe. First thing in the morning, I'm up and I give the first fruits of my day to the Lord. I start reading the scripture. Then I go for a walk and I listen to my Bible and I listen to my why. I've got my own self recorded going over the reasons. It's like there's three of me all the time. There's your mind, body, and spirit. And too often, many people let their bodies lead. You know, you just let your body do what it tries to avoid pain and find any instant gratification. You got to get each day, you got to die daily. You got to get your mind and your spirit out in front, or your body will lead the charge and you'll just yield to every craving. There's so much to behavior modification. And folks use the excuse they don't have time to do those types of things. I call bullcrap. My mama's here. She's walking while she's listening. Good job, Mama. Good job. Can I email you about some workout supplements I already take before we start next week? You can ask here too. If you email me, it may take me considerable time to get back, but I will look for your email. I'm happy, Missy, to answer any questions. I'm swamped, but now's a good time. Even if you do the private question thing, I won't call it out and I'll just say yay or nay. But if you can wait on me, you can email me. Sheila, basic breakdown of the masterclass. Well, Sheila, we've already done that in the class notes, but I'm happy to do it again. The breakdown of the masterclass. So we're taking a deeper dive into behavior modification, nutrition. I sent out class syllabus, and there's quite a few classes on there, everything from grocery store tour to void replacements, to you coming up with your own macronutrient profile that's personalized to you. There's a lot in there. Class on supplementation. We're just taking a deeper dive. We're kind of taking up where Fast Track leaves off, and anyone that really does their best over those 24 days, I think that they're going to come away with a deepened knowledge of behavior modification and nutrition. All the while, we're sticking to some challenge foods. We've got some foods on the food list that's going to help you lose weight while you're learning, while we're taking that deeper dive. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. You'll come out of that 24 days, hopefully, if you do your best, 10 to 20 pounds lighter, but with momentum and a much deeper understanding of nutrition and a little more personalized approach to your own lifestyle. Nicole says, I think it's been proven that goals you write down and actually look at are often achieved at a higher rate. Truth. Cannot deny that truth. That's a fact. You got to write your goals down or it's just wishful thinking, right? Hey, way to go. Angela's earned all those shirts. Good job. Hey, Brenda, there's a lot of videos. Unfortunately, I've done so many over the 20 years. I really only started doing videos about 10 years ago. The library is full of them. And one of the series that I would recommend to you for behavior modification is 6 Steps to Building a Powerful Why. Brenda, 6 steps. I believe that's what I called them. 6 steps to building a powerful why. Your why's got to be greater than all temptation in order for you to be successful. In other words, what do you value? So we say that we value God. We say that we value our family. We say that we value good health. But our actions, our activities aren't in alignment with what we're valuing because we're giving ourselves over to overindulgence in food as though that has more value than the things we really say in our heart that have more value. So how do we disrupt these patterns and these compulsions? We almost have to break ourselves down and rebuild ourselves. And according, there's that saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, hogwash. If you want it bad enough, you can change, but you got to be willing to go through behavior modification steps. Now, if you have a specific need, a specific thing that you're bothered with, stress, boredom, whatever, ask one of our great mentors to see if they can find a video that will help you. But I would start you with the 6 steps to a powerful why. If you can't find them in the video library, ask one of our great mentors to give you the link so it will take you right to where that's at in the website. There's hundreds of videos in that website. So make sure if you can't find the 6 steps to a powerful why, ask Joni or Missy to get you those links, and they'll be happy to do that. And if you'll take the time, here's the biggest critique. Like when I do the 6 steps to a powerful why, it takes so long. I just don't know how to help people in a 30-second word, right? I might can motivate you for a little bit, but one has to be willing to really immerse themselves and do some study if they really want to change. That's the problem with our society today. People say they want to change, but they're not willing to take the steps that really foster change. So I hope you'll go through those, the 6 steps to a powerful why. Hey, Missy, I already do a pre-workout, then aminos and creatine during a workout. Well, those are good things to take. I would ask, what is the situation? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? Like, I wouldn't want all of our ladies without understanding creatine. I wouldn't want them all to go and supplement with creatine because for most of the people here, that's not the right thing to do because you're going to hold on to 5 to 8 pounds of water while you're on creatine. But what it does, it helps you with endurance in the gym. You get more out of your workout, so you're going to get stronger quicker. A lot goes on. You're going to build more muscle, so you're going to be able, when you get into the cutting phase, you're going to be able to get rid of more fat because you built more muscle during the bulking phase. But there's a lot to that. And what we do, we listen to a lot of folks say, hey, you need to take creatine. And I can't agree or disagree. It depends on what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish. Amino acids, I think everybody should take branch chain amino acids. That's going to help with muscle preservation without any water gain or bloat weight being retained. So just throwing that out there. But if your goals right now are to build muscle, creatine's a great supplement. There's no notes for this particular class, Miss Samantha. This is a live lunch and learn where I answer questions rapid fire to try to keep people moving forward. So what we're doing in the lunch and learns, you've earned the fast track badge. You understand the basics. If you don't understand the basics, you need to go back and watch those videos and learn the basics and earn your fast track badge. And then I have these lunch and learns for people to come to the lunch and learn and let me build off of their current knowledge and help them personalize some, answer their specific questions. Now, if you don't like this type of format, I highly recommend a one-on-one mentor appointment. That way you can get that one-on-one connection you seek. And Missy and Joni, Kim, they're all very, very capable coaches, and they can coach you and keep you pointed in the right direction. But if you don't mind a group format, come in here, ask your questions, and we'll keep you moving in the right direction. We'll all learn and grow together. I don't do notes for the lunch and learn. I do notes for like official classes that I host. Like when we do the master classes, those master classes, I will end up at the end of the week sending out some class notes just to hit the high points. But I don't do that for the lunch and learns. If that's your question, I may have misunderstood. Sometimes in rapid fire like this, trying to fit a lot in a short time, I might misunderstand your question. But if you're asking, will I be sending out class notes for the lunch and learn? No, ma'am, I won't. I don't have the resources to do that. That's being a little ministry because I end up having to do them myself, and I just don't have the time. But now I am recording this. I am recording it. I know people prefer the written word, but I'm recording it, so it will be in the video library for anybody to refer back to. What is the link for the 24-day challenge? I don't think I have any assistant here helping me right now, Diane. So the best way for me to get that to you would be for you to email me, travisjack777@gmail.com. travisjack777@gmail.com. It's in the video library now, but if you're having a hard time finding it, I'll send you the link, travisjack777@gmail.com. Samantha, could you clarify, you're talking about self-mastery? Will I send out class notes for the self-mastery? I've already sent them out. I think I know what you're talking about now. I've already sent them out. So if you didn't get it, check your spam folder. My stuff is going to spam. I continue to be blacklisted because I talk about weight and I talk about faith. And I've had a lot of algorithms pick up on some of the stuff I say is hate speech. So now from what I understand, best I can understand, depending on like if you're Windstream or Yahoo or whatever, my stuff goes automatically to spam or promotional folders. But if you don't have it in there, reach out to Joni. She can get you class notes if you've signed up. You have to be an official entrant for that 24-day self-mastery class to get those class notes. But if you are, we need to get those to you before Monday so you can start planning your week. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy says, the recordings are wonderful. You can take your own notes. It's even better. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Any other nutrition questions today? Sheila, if I didn't answer this, I'm sorry. I can't remember if it was you that asked earlier. A quick breakdown on the master class. Yeah, that was you. We handled that. Okay. And there is a breakdown in the class notes too. If you're an official entrant, there's a nice breakdown there. Anyone else? Yeah, anybody that feels like I owe you some class notes from the 24-day self-mastery, you need to email me. I need to determine before I send you class notes. I need to determine if you've yet to officially enter. I can send you the orientation video, but then you have to agree to officially, on the honor system, officially become a member of the self-mastery group. This is a group that is beginning together and they're going to end together. They'll start on February the 1st and they'll end on February the 24th. And I'm trying to keep them together. It's a closed group. It's not like all the other classes we do. We cater to everybody, right? We're already catering to people that like the open format, kind of go as they can, come and go as they can and want to. We already have always catered to that. But now in February, we're starting a master class where a group starts together and ends together. And once you become an official entrant and you say, I'm in, because you got to respect your classmates, everybody. You got to respect your classmates. The only thing that allows a closed group to work is if everybody's on the same page. Otherwise, we need to stay in an open group where we can come and go based upon our situation and needs. But this is a closed group. And one of the things, let me be a little harsh for a minute, that irritates me through the years is when people say they declare, I'm going to do my best, and they join a group. And then all of a sudden they ghost everybody. That's not cool. So do y'all agree or disagree? So when you've got a closed group, you're up front, you're saying, here's what we're doing in that. And we're all going to do this together and support each other. And when people say, I won't in, I expect them to stay in for 24 days. I expect them to do their best for 24 days. Or we might as well just keep doing open group and let people come and go as they please. And nobody's on the same page. Real bonds and connections aren't made. We already cater to that. This is different. And if you want to be a part of such a group, February 1st through 24th is going to be a good time to do that. And then depending on how many people are interested for March, we may run it out in March. So if February is not the right month for you, maybe March will be. We got a lot of people going to want to follow along without being a part of the group. And that's okay, but I'm not going to really be offering the same level of support to those folks because I can't. I want to really immerse myself in that group that have agreed and declared they're going to give it their best for 24 days. Hey, Christy, yeah, the group is available under the challenge tab, but there's some requirements. So before you join that group, send me an email or ask Joni. I think Joni's here now. Get with Joni and let her send you the orientation video. And if you have time to watch that orientation video, you may be interested. Most people will start and say, hey, orientation video is too long. So that lets me know they're not really ready for they're not ready for that type of set and setting. But watch the orientation video. And then after that, if you're still interested, then I would join the challenge and you'll get the class notes and you'll get my live classes. There's going to be multiple live classes during the 24 days, a lot of wonderful support, a lot of great results. And if one misses out in February, don't worry. Hopefully we'll do it again in March. What is the web address to go in the Tiger's Eye program? I'm not sure I understand the question. The Tiger's Eye program is on the website. So you've got the fast track, then the Shibboleth journey, and then you've got Tiger's Eye. And there's some Tiger's Eye videos that talk about some new daily disciplines like intermittent fasting that goes over what a lion day is, a shark day is. All that is in the video library. There's no different domain. But if you're having a hard time finding it because our website is huge, ask Joni, and Joni can point you to where Tiger's Eye videos are. Jennifer, I was wondering if we can have Quest high protein bars as a meal replacement during the 24-day masterclass. I'm trying to stay away from bars for 24 days. That's one of the better bars. If you want to make that personal decision to include it in on your grocery list, you'll get good results. But I don't think I want to include it because it's not an all-natural bar. I've included a few things by request already that aren't natural, completely natural. I really don't want to include more, but like our friend Patricia Hertz already asked about having a Quest bar for something she's doing, a different kind of thing. And I said, yes. So yeah, Quest bar, for you to know personally, you got no problem with that little extra filler that's in bars, then yeah, go for it. Quest bar is not a bad bar. If it's something you really, that's your bar of choice and you want to do that one, I can't see that hurting your results, but I kind of want to stay away from bars during the 24-day master class. The only one I think I put was a hemp bar because it's a homemade bar. It's not real processed. But I like Quest bars. They're approved. Yeah, Sandra, if you didn't get the class notes, I've sent them out. I've sent all the class notes out. The problem for most was they landed in their spam folder or promotional folder. If you look there and if you still don't have it, and again, if Joni can hear me, she can send you the class notes. I know I think you've already purchased your supplements, and we can get it to you here, or you can email me and I'll send it to you again after class. It did go out to everyone already twice. So there's something, it's not your fault. I guess it's my fault indirectly that I'm getting blacklisted by so many different servers. So sorry about that. Check your spam folder. And if you still don't have it, message me on Facebook and I'll shoot it right over to you. It's just a link, has everything in it you need to know to get started. Jennifer, can we have the Mr. Tortilla? 1 carb, 15 calorie tortillas. They are -3. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm trying to stay away from very much bread, but that's negligible. That's almost like a condiment, isn't it? It's so negligible in calories. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Sarah, I'm not getting your email. You say you've emailed me a couple of times for this challenge, but didn't hear from me. Interesting. Are we friends on Facebook? See if you can find my Facebook profile. Let's make sure we get you what you need. I haven't seen your email come through. Yeah, Christy, I'm not in a situation right now where I can take notes. Maybe Joni will see your message there. You're asking for us to send a video to a specific email address. Just so y'all know, in our lunch and learns, that's not my cup of tea to do that type of thing. But hopefully when we have an assistant here, they can help get what you need. I'm just not in a place where I can do that. And even when I get off the broadcast, I'm usually running to the next appointment. This is best for rapid fire nutrition and behavior modification Q&A. So hopefully Joni will see that and she can send you that. And again, the other way is to send me an email, travisjack777@gmail.com. And I'll look for the email and do the best I can to get an assistant to help me get you what you need. No, we don't have a separate website. Everything's on the myshibboleth.com website. And Joni, Christy, Joni's seen your message, and she's going to get you what you need. Thank you, Joni. Well, I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't always know when Joni's here, or I wouldn't have went through that diatribe just then explaining why I can't get to everybody. Listen, I get tons of support questions. And it's usually, how do I make my app work? How do I do this? That's what our team is for. And I'm not the best at that. That's what I have a team for. And they're able to help you work through those tech issues. And Joni is amazing. Joni, just so y'all know, if you haven't seen in the literature, Joni, Missy, and Lara, they're amazing assistants. And they can get you any of that kind of stuff you need, links or whatnot. They can get that. I know some of you recently, I don't know if you're here, but you said you didn't have to send that to me at 2 a.m. Well, that's because until late at night, I never have that time to sit and copy and paste links and all that. So I appreciate everybody's patience with me and realizing what we're trying to accomplish here. We're a ministry first and foremost, and I do my best to stay focused on teaching and helping people with behavior modification and nutrition, not necessarily all the tech support stuff. That's what our great team's for. Thank you, Nellie. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Any nutrition questions? Yeah, our entire team, y'all are bragging on Joni, rightfully so. Sasha, I'm the teacher, and Sasha and her team are the support. And I hope everybody knows how to reach them, because they're much more responsive than I am to that type of stuff. Not that I don't want to be, I can't. Y'all wouldn't be real happy with me if I were just doing tech support, because I would never, ever be able to do a great class for you. Anybody else? Any nutrition question? Georgia, do you think there's any benefit for 7-day fast? I know you recommend 3 days. Any fast is a good fast, as long as your doctor approves of it. I'm not familiar with everybody's underlying health conditions. So when you're fasting, here's the deal, right? So a 12-hour fast is the beginning of a good fast. So if you can only get in 12 hours in a 24-hour period, including sleep, of 0 calories, only maybe hydration with water, you're doing good. That's a good start. That's when the phenomenon of autophagy begins to turn on a little bit. At 16 hours, autophagy really turns on. So everyone here would be really well off to include within their daily disciplines a 16-hour fast, including sleep. That means an 8-hour eating window, 16-hour fasting window. And that's not 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. That's not even a day. 16 hours. That's the minimum that I recommend. 12 is a good start. If you can't make it 16, then let's start with 12 and let's work into a 16-hour fast. Everybody, it depends on their underlying health conditions. Everybody shouldn't be engaging in a 20 or 24-hour fast. But a 1-day fast is terrific. If you can fit a 1-day fast in once a week or even once a month, that's a really good start. 3-day fasting, 7-day fast, I don't know. What do you mean by fast, I should say? Do you mean no food for 7 days? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what we're talking about here? Because here's what happens. After 36 hours, listen, ding, 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 teaching moment. After a 36-hour fast, so autophagy begins at 12 hours. It peaks at 36 hours. And then it begins, the phenomenon of autophagy begins to decline after 36 hours. So unless you're doing fasting for spiritual reasons and under a doctor's supervision, you shouldn't really be fasting past 36 hours. Now, I'm not talking about for spiritual reasons. If the Holy Spirit has instructed you to fast from a vice, or to fast up, to pray and fast over some need that you have in your life, or you're wanting your flesh to grow weak so that your spirit may grow stronger in the Lord, that is between you and the Lord. What we're talking about here is for wellness benefit. And after 36 hours, there's really no reason to continue fasting after 36 hours straight. There's really no wellness benefit to be had there. You still have autophagy going on, and that's a good thing, but it's starting to kind of go down a little bit at that point. It kind of peaks at 36 hours. Yeah, I'm not really, Georgia, I'm not really for liquid fast only, unless they're for long periods of time, unless they're for spiritual reasons. You're just going to cannibalize a lot of muscle tissue. But if you have some spiritual reason that you're doing that and you're under a doctor's supervision, then certainly you go for it. That's between you and the great physician and your primary care physician. But I have never been a big fan of long-term liquid fasting. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Not trying to talk you out of it, because you may be doing it to get closer to the Lord. You have to realize that fasting has also been misused for marketing purposes to sell books and whatnot. Jesus tells us there's power in prayer and fasting. So it depends on what our situation is, what our reason is. But if we're trying to glean health benefits from liquid fasting for a week, I don't know that I don't really see the benefit. About the longest I will fast, if it's for wellness benefit, is I'll throw in a couple of times a month a 36-hour fast. But I don't do it much beyond a couple of times a month. I don't want to lose hard-earned muscle. Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer Quinn. Thank you so much. We love you too. Anyone else? Any other questions? I like those kind of questions, those fasting questions, nutrition questions. Awesome. I love those. I can be a service there. People will often talk about liquid fasting to lose body fat. And the problem with that is after about 36 hours, you start cannibalizing a lot of lean tissue. And lean tissue is what generates your healthy metabolism. FYI. I like a 16-hour fast done consistently every day, consistently over these. Does this make sense, y'all? I don't want to come across as pompous or anything. Do y'all know what I'm saying? I prefer 16-hour fast every day as opposed to these massive action fasts where people literally cannibalize every organ in their body over a week, because they're not consuming anything. I don't know why anybody does that unless, and I believe in this, unless there's some great need that we need to go to the Lord for. And I think there's a real benefit in sacrificing our flesh and our flesh growing weak so that the power of the Lord might grow stronger in our life. When I become weak, He becomes strong. So there's a reason and a season to do that. Anisha, I've been doing 36-hour fast once a week. So you think a couple times a month? No, if you can do once a week, I think it's beautiful. That means that you are enjoying the benefits of autophagy every single week. No. You doing that once a week, tremendous job. Tremendous. I wish everyone would follow your lead on that. Great job, Anisha. Jennifer, I may have to contact you with all my supplements and meds, and I am on to make sure they're okay. No, you don't. Now, I will look at them. I just want to clarify. Y'all hear this until y'all probably get tired of me saying it. I can't, as much as I want to, I can't, and I think I could help. But as much as I want to, I could lose my ability to operate this great Shibboleth platform and lifestyle if I even slip up in a moment and start trying to give medical advice or look at medications. Even though I love you and I've lost members over it, I can't do it. I can't do it. So here's our rule for all of our challenges in weight loss and wellness. Here's the rule. The rule is you can enjoy any of our challenges, any of our teachings, and whatever now, if it's not your doctor telling you to do it, then it could, that's a whole different matter. But anytime your doctor tells you you need to make this edit to the Shibboleth program, you should do that. And then that becomes your new norm. So if you're doing a challenge that doesn't include something that is your doctor's told you to do, you can still enjoy the challenge and add that on because your doctor told you to do it. It's not that I don't want to. I wish now that I had spent 10 years in school and got my medical license, but I am not a doctor. I'm never going to pretend. Too many people pretend to be one now. I'm not. I'm telling people as a wellness coach and a sports nutrition consultant that's done the necessary education for that, here's what I did, and it works for me, but it may not work for you. That's why every session you hear me tell somebody, please consult your physician. And if your physician, like if you carry the challenge, who is this? Is it Sheila? Jennifer. If you take the challenge to your doctor and say, this is the challenge I'm thinking about doing, but they want me to have you take a look at it, and he says, well, I don't want you to have this, and I want you to have, and these things that they're telling you to do, it'll interact negatively with your meds. You should do whatever that doctor tells you to do. Your safety's of the utmost important to me. April, so you just said that lean muscle helps your metabolism. So exercising helps increase metabolism. Yes, indeed it does. Absolutely. Now, one of the pitfalls of folks that start exercising is, how many times have you seen this? They start exercising, then they think that if you start exercising with a goal to lose body fat, and then you exercise, but somehow now mentally you decide, I can have more food because I exercise. In that exercise session, you may have burned 200, 300 calories, but now you're going to include 400 calories or more. You just kind of defeated the purpose. Now, if your desire is to increase muscle mass, then maybe you do need some more food after exercise. But you can't increase muscle mass and lose body fat at the same time. Biologically, that doesn't work. When people without thinking it through tell you that, they don't know what they're talking about. One goal requires a calorie deficit, the other goal a calorie surplus. So the only real harm that I see in trying to lose weight and exercising is psychologically, it convinces a lot of people that they need more food. No, you don't. Does that make sense, April? The more muscle one has on their body, the more calories they burn at rest. Fat just jiggles and itches. It doesn't produce metabolism. Muscle burns calories at rest. Fat doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Georgia says, I was told at 7-day point you lose cancer cells and regrow good new cells. I have cancer. I have been praying on it. I don't know what to tell you about that. That would be where it would be 100% truth. I would just tell you my feelings if I had cancer. I would not consume sugar and starch. I mean, if I had cancer, and I'll be praying for you. So sorry for your battle. The only thing I know in my studies that is without a doubt is that sugar and starch feed cancer. So I would throw that out there. But you still need to stay strong. But now if your doctor is telling you that fasting works, I would certainly include fasting. And when you say you lose cancer cells, that's what we're talking about, autophagy. We clear toxins away from the cells when we create the phenomenon of autophagy. But there's also that deteriorating return on investment. If we go too long and we're not feeding our lean tissue, then that could be a problem too. But again, prayers for you and prayer and fasting. If the Lord has given you unction to pray and fast, I believe healing's coming. I'm believing with you, healing's coming. Let's believe in the great physician. And the great physician says there's power in prayer and fasting. So I don't want you to take this at all that I'm saying that you shouldn't fast, because I believe in fasting. But I would suggest too that you would probably be better off to include 2 or 3 36-hour fasts in a week, so that it's not 7 days of fasting. So like, in other words, that would look like this. You quit eating it. You stop after dinner on Sunday. And everybody should do what I'm recommending here at least 1 or 2 times, and you'll experience the great benefit. So you stop eating after dinner on Sunday, and you don't eat again until Tuesday at noon, and then you eat Tuesday dinner. Then you stop eating again until Thursday at noon. And then you eat Thursday dinner, and you stop eating again until Saturday at noon. That gives you over 100 hours of fasting in a week. Let me know that made sense to you, because that's something, if I were in your shoes, that I would do. Does that make sense? Yeah, 7 days is a little long for fasting. And 2, that's another thing they don't tell you, is if you're fasting, you're juicing. And most juice recipes are going to be high what? High sugar. So you're actually feeding the problem. So a lot of people will juice fast, and it's full of fruit, and they're like, oh, but fruit's antioxidants. But what about the fruit sugar that you just processed? That's a problem. 3 36-hour fast might do you some good. I hope that makes sense. Anybody else? Any other questions? That was a good one. Let's all pray for one another. Georgianne, I'm sorry, I couldn't see your whole name earlier. We're praying for you. Got a private question. Do you practice 16-hour fast on Shibboleth holidays? Almost always now. It's not required. A holiday's a holiday. I can have a little challah meal, or I can have a big old holiday. Our friend Patricia Hertz says, this is a holiday. And she says, this is a challah meal. I've kind of went to challah meals over the years. When I started my journey, it was hog trough days. Now it's like challah meals. But I don't feel good if I don't get a 16-hour fast. I can't tell you the last time I didn't have a 16-hour fast. I know I've had some that wasn't 16 hours, but 16 hours is beautiful. You get enough of autophagy without the starvation effect, without cannibalizing muscle tissue and sacrificing metabolism. A daily 16-hour fast done repetitively is better than one bullseye here and there. Every day a 16-hour fast. Another private question, can you fast every day 12 to 16 hours? Absolutely. I think every person should. I don't think it's like one of those things that we ought to even be debating, is it healthy or not? Absolutely it's healthy. That's the only way your body, I'm convinced that most people are dealing with serious illness because they never stop and take a break from eating. Therefore, your body's constantly, always and forever having to break down food, and that takes a lot of energy away from your body that it could be using to heal itself, right? So you've only got so many energy resources, and if you've got half your energy resources not applied to recovery, the body's recovery, and they're always because you're constantly feeding yourself and digesting food, you can never feel good. You can never recover. So I think every single person should be engaging in a 12 to 16-hour fast every day. You're asleep 7 or 8 hours of that. So just food for thought. Nicole, I had a holiday yesterday and did a 15. Oh, thanks, Darren. You asked publicly too. I just seen the private one. I had a holiday yesterday and did a 15.5-hour fast. I'm glad I did it. I didn't intend to, but I woke up not very hungry. Great job. So you hit that perfect little sweet spot, 12 to 16 hours. Beautiful. Good job. We don't need to eat like we've conditioned ourselves to. We've got hand-mouth disease. Right? We just got to have something all the time, because food has become a way for us to deal with boredom, depression, stress, anxiety, to entertain ourselves. We are misusing food, and taking a break from it every day is a beautiful thing. Oh, thanks, Jody. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't offend our folks that I couldn't do the support in for the links and stuff. Please forgive me if I offended you. We're a growing little family, and I wish I could do it all, but I can't. I'm a little inadequate when it comes to doing all the support stuff. But Sasha, she leads that team, and they do a great job. So I hope I didn't come across as pompous or rude. My desire is to help. It's just not my role in the company these days. Why does bio coffee break a fast? That's a good question. It has a lot of tapioca starch in it, carbohydrate, macronutrients in more than a non-negligible amount are going to break the fast. Bio coffee is not straight coffee. Regular coffee is 5 calories or less. Bio coffee is like 70, if my memory serves me well, and it has tapioca starch in it. So you're definitely losing some of the benefits of autophagy if you include bio-coffee as part of your fasting times. Now, for sigmatic coffee, their 5 calorie or less coffee would not cause you to lose much of the benefit of autophagy. Thank you, Lane. Thank you so much. Thank you for understanding, Jennifer. But don't forget to reach out to our team. They love helping. They have a heart to help, just like I do, if not more so. They're great. And two, when y'all ask for something that they can't find in the library, that's where I get my next class from. They tell me I need to do a class on something, you know. So go to them, let them know what you have need of. And they, you know, women are powerful. And this is a women-led company. Did y'all know that? This is a women-led company. Powerful women. The superior sex leads this company. And they're just amazing. And you know where I get my orders from? These powerful women. I can argue that with every man and every woman that wants to argue it with me. If we're not equal, and I think we are, the superior sex is women. Darren, I can make a case for it. Without women, there's no life on the planet. They are so much more able to multitask than us men are. But they need us because us men, we're the momentum getters. We're the ones that can laser lock and focus on one thing and get it done. They can do that with a multitude of things. Women are powerful. So if there were going to be a superior sex, patriarchy has taught us that men are superior. Wrong. If we want to make an argument, women are superior. I just hope that I can do my little part in helping women. It's just like my mom. I think my mom, she's here. She's powerful. She's amazing and powerful. And I just hope I can do in my own weak way, I can remind women of their power, and they'll make some decisions that can lead the way for their household as it relates to weight loss and wellness. See you, Darren. Anyone else before we go today? It's been a pleasure and an honor being with you at this Lunch and Learn. If you still want to get in our 24-day self-mastery course, there's still time. It starts February the 1st. There'll be time until February the 1st, and then it closes. You can email. That's when you do email me if you want to enroll in that class, because I want a firm commitment from you that you'll do your best for 24 days and follow the rules. You can email me at travisjack777@gmail.com. I will be requiring your best from you. All right. It looks like all hearts and minds are clear. God bless y'all. I look forward to seeing you at our next live session. And meanwhile, let us know how we can help you as a team, and we will accommodate every single reasonable request, because we get up every day with one mission around here at Shibboleth, and that's to help you all. We want you to feel better and have a better quality of life. Thanks, Joni. Thanks, everybody. Bye.